I have this. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, I would like to thank you all for coming. We're so glad that you're here. We really appreciate your time. So my name is Naomi, and I'm in charge for sustainability and transparency for CATUR Coffee Company. So this year is our first year in the beginning of our sustainability journey. So in the next 10 minutes or so, I would like to share with you all about our commitment to sustainability and what we have been done so far. Well, speaking of sustainability is a big word. We use the word so many times, it can mean different things to us. When it applies to coffee, some perhaps use it to strengthen the market demand, to sustain the supply, or to improve livelihood of farmers and producers, or focusing on nature conservation. And we often approach it from a different starting point, depending on what our mission and goals are, and also where we stand at the supply chain. And CATUR goal here is actually firstly to address and to apply the principle of sustainability into our core of business. So the first thing that I wanted to address is related to the economic transparency. If you have been working with us for a while, you might have familiar with our transparency donuts. So the purpose of creating this transparency donut is to give you access to our coffee pricing information. And this donut is created based on the average buying throughout the whole region in Indonesia. So I will go details with Kamala. The average selling price for Kamala here is $12.39. And to get 1 kilogram of green bean is 68% is actually the green bean price that we purchase from our processing partner. This is the average number. And the 78% from the green bean price, it came from the cherry price, because usually to get 1 kilogram of green beans, we need to process around 6 kilograms of cherry. And for CATUR production, marketing, and operation, it took around 4.62% of the whole donut. And for delivery to CATUR, while the condition, due to our big geographically landscape of Indonesia, the logistic cost is high, and it has taken up to 1.63%. The other 0.30% is dedicated to our carbon removal project. And while for others, 0.28%, we always kind of anticipate the hidden costs to anticipate the unforeseen expenses, such as increasing in fuel prices that happened recently. And 24.33% is actually goes to our CATUR gross margin, which in this margin is included for our warehousing and also the overhead expenses. So we created all transparency donut for each of tasting profile. And to be clear, the selling price, green bean price, and cherry price for each of them are different due to its process differently. So here's for Bumi. And the next one, we have Senja here for the average selling price. And Pucuk average selling price is $12.14. And if you'd like to see more details about our transparency donut, you can access it to our website, which is catur.coffee. So besides to give you access to our coffee information by creating this donut, we are also hoping to be able to build trust between us, CATUR, and every actors that are involved in a coffee supply chain. So the second commitment is our commitment to the environment. We currently have 10 processing station partners across Indonesia. So therefore, we need to collect data and information that are necessary. And that information, such as how much waste and average from our coffee production, and then method of transportation to ship our coffee. Also, the energy usage from our processing partner, and also within our company, we collect data for how many kilometers that we travel in our business trip, bin shipment to the customer, energy usage, inoculant usage, and also plastic packaging that we are using. So once we have all this information regarding all data, the next step is to measure and calculate how much greenhouse gas emission that we are producing with our company's operations. To be honest, to achieve our sustainability goals, we cannot do it by ourselves because it won't be effective nor efficient. And that is why we need to have collaboration and partnership with people that share the same value as us. So this year we chose Bumiterra. I didn't see them here, not yet, maybe. So Bumiterra initially helping us to calculate our greenhouse gas emissions using the IPCC framework. So just a little bit information about this accountability to measure our greenhouse gas emission. Actually, they are one of the most rigorous and internationally recognized standard in the world and is used by renowned companies such as Bayer, Intel. So all this calculation is actually to determine how much greenhouse gas emission that we are producing based on our operation and also our partner. So the next step. All right, so this is our effort to reduce the CO2 emission from our company's activity. So we identify which type of activities and operation in order to minimize our carbon footprint. The first thing we do is that we try our best to recycle everything and send it to our recycling company. And then we shift a business card from paper to digital. Also, we are choosing smart route for travel. We're still trying our best also to choose a smart travel before we go to travel. And also, we are in the process to create a packaging solution from plastic conventional to biodegradable one. So once it's finished being tested, we will gladly share it to you guys. So by doing all this effort, we can actually avoid to produce around 11 tons of CO2 equivalent in a year. So it's the same amount like we recycle about 4,000 kilograms of full of trash bag instead of waste it into the landfill. So the next one is the carbon removal project that we do with Bumiterra. So initially, CATUR works with Bumiterra to supporting them by funding forest conservation and forest restoration that is happening in West Kalimantan province. So what they do is that they work with local communities there to provide a better livelihood for the community and also to accurately measure how much carbon that can be absorbed by this forest. So as we're being transparent with you, in 2022, as Miki said before, that we have emits around 563 tons of CO2 to the atmosphere. And as our commitment in sustainability, especially to our environment, we have removed 328 tons of CO2 by this project. So this being done also to make sure that the money that is being disbursed to Bumiterra, which is our partner, is enough to keep supporting this carbon removal project that are able to remove carbon in the same amount that we are producing. So by this carbon removal project, we're not only giving positive impacts to the climate, but also to its biodiversity because it's a home for a lot of variety of biodiversity in Kalimantan, and especially to the community that live in the surrounded area. So this is the certification to certify that starting September 2022, CATUR is a climate neutral company based on our operation starting post-harvest until the green bean is shipped to our customer. As you know that we will do this commitment continuously until we achieve fully carbon neutral for our company, and it will be happen in earlier next year in 2023. Next one. Thank you. All right. The last one is our commitment to our own agents. There's a lot of things we can do outside of our organization, but before that, we need to take a look of inside of our organization in CATUR. So one of them is to empower our own agents. So for example, CATUR has been given training, courses, certification. I myself has been given opportunity to learn about sustainability in coffee and teach by Specialty Coffee Association. Also, one of our team members is being certified as a Q grader. And also Miki here, lead by example, also learned by himself for the sustainability of coffee. Also, in CATUR, we always support and empower our agents to be able to make changes via coffee competition. One of our is Loni here is compete in Milan. Also, Also, Mickey is using his social platform to raise awareness on how to prevent stunting that is happening in East Nusa Tenggara. So with his collaboration with 1,000 Days of Fun, his campaign successfully raised more than 300 smart blankets that it's being given to pregnant mothers in East Nusa Tenggara in order to teach them on how to prevent stunting. So we still have so many goals to achieve, and to reach the finish line, it won't be easy. It needs collaboration, study, research, and partnership, but I believe that in our great passion for coffee and collective work, we can be able to actually make real changes and be the actual agent of change that we always talk about. So that's all from me, guys. Thank you.